Welcome to this closely anticipated group stage match. We have a Goth Mirror for game 1, and that's something that AR12 trained for last World Cup, where he played the Silver League 6 racks. That's on the upper end there of the possible for him, and AR12 is going with 7 barracks. That's, I think, one too many. Which is weird, because I told him make 4 or 5. But he doesn't remember stuff from longer ago, I guess. Did Keller tell him that? He prepared with Keller yesterday. But Keller would never say that. Probably a bit of nerfs. 3 villagers on 1 house as well. But we have rushes coming in on both sides. Which is good. bo0mstik probably more experienced in this war still. Yeah, both queuing few housecards into champions. So they know what units to make here. A villager count pretty close still, 7 to 8. So no rush has been doing much here, even though it's a close generation. But the rushes don't stop that. But that housecar kind of stops before it can kill anything. Does kill that villager there, and now we are into the champion phase. All the housecards kind of have died out. I would like AR12 to send these ones around, and he is doing so. Sorry guys for my throat. Siege workshops now coming down here, and a castle. We already have bo0mstik not building any siege workshops yet. That could be trouble. Takes a nice fight on the hill here. These ones might drag some people away. Now I think here could be a fight taken. Help it, dears! That happened to AR12 in Deathmatch World Cup Silver League as well. I trashed him endlessly for making Helvetiers. Now he's playing in my tournament, is still making Helvetiers. Come on, Max. And he's trying to take the hill, but like you can't not take your base. That's also the places where he plays down the siege workshop, so it's really important that this gets denied here. You can defend the base really easily if you have scorpions, but this is denying the scorpions, and now they're just going through. Why is the gather point here? Also the production maybe has been lacking. bo0mstik producing way more. Housing space for both is good, so I don't really understand what happened here. Probably a lot of units over here. Getting quite some villager kills on bo0mstik. bo0mstik's whole eco development is stopped, so if somehow AR12 can get a master, probably should mask back actually. And take some efficient fights here. Now has some scorpions. bo0mstik trying to kill the TC. We do have 10 villagers elsewhere though. Well, that's also partially fishing ships. Only 7 villagers. The TC is down. But I don't think the game is over, because bo0mstik is down to 2 villagers. I hope AR12 doesn't resign here. He has killed all the villagers of bo0mstik. He himself has 12. Just needs to build some TCs. Okay, it's going for a TC over there, but the military is getting mobbed up. Now bo0mstik has no villagers but 113 army. AR12 has 13 villagers but only 60 army, but he does have scorpions out, what bo0mstik doesn't have. This game is super weird. Another villager going down there in the back. Scorpions have nice hill bonus, but they don't really have meat shield in front of them. AR12 still producing. This is one of the craziest Goth games I've seen. And more host cards streaming into the back, so these buildings won't again not go up. Really nice play from AR12 to deny all that. AR12 in the middle of this is getting relics. What the fucking hell? Okay, yo, guys, wood and fights now. AR12 actually managed to defend his base. He has 9 on food. He also has fish traps. He has something on this lake, but that's not a dock, but more villagers dying to this here. RM skills, yeah, you fuck up your positioning of your units, but you do everything else at the same time. I mean, I think the person who watched the fight closely wins the game without doing all this stuff, but that's just DMS talking. I think you just spam and micro down that fight and that farms, but okay, it works out for AR12 winning without a TC. We have a DM game at 10 minutes, and AR12 has single TC, 0 TCs. bo0mstik has 2 TCs. This set is definitely going to be a highlight and go on YouTube at some point. This game 1 is still delivering so much. And I'm kind of happy that I'm solo casting the first set of the tournament here, because it's so much to say. Yeah, this one's going up. It's a nice army now. Where is the siege? Like, the one problem with bo0mstik is he obviously lost all his villagers to the raids, and the other problem is super late on the siege. AR12 even has a ram, which I don't know why, but he does have scorpions, he does have onagers. Now nice loop around there from bo0mstik, but AR12 doing microing well the champions to pretend that, and Scorpion's behind it. This is a fairly big army. These 3 TCs were never really getting built anyways. AR12 just expanding to the north of the map, which bo0mstik really doesn't care about right now, but probably should. But he can't know that. From bo0mstik's perspective, it's looking like, okay, this guy's pretty dead. He might have that army, but he doesn't have a TC. I'm killing his houses, well, which is actually doing damage. But yeah, all the XP expansion is over here. Needs to re-add some houses. Okay, there we go with some houses. Kind of smart move to kill the houses. Will delay the population growth here a lot. But bo0mstik fully out of food now, starting to get some fishing eco up. But I don't think that's actually fishing. These 4 fishing ships here are idle. And the North Lake still being denied. Really nice to patrol stuff here. Might even get that castle. Will they see it? Yes, they will see it. And therefore attack that. And yeah, bo0mstik here is the favorite. Is the higher seed, by the way. And I would say it's looking better for AR12. 36 to 35 villagers, but he has 33 on food already. So really, really good with that crazy opening. Really, really good eco development. But taking a fight up the hill. The whole map is open. Why are you fighting uphill, AR12? Don't. Also a thing that armors tend to do, I would say. Now retreating to the hill he has for himself, but I think this was AR12's game. This fight is giving bo0mstik away back into the game. And bo0mstik also has traps there. Maybe AR12 should just completely forget about his base, right? His base is here now. And just think of this as your base. Because with this, you can actually attack bo0mstik without having to attack uphill. Hold that hill, and then attack straight down from this gold. Take that hill here, maybe? You could still take that hill. And then attack into this gold pile, and then potentially into the main gold. Stopping this castle would be really nice for that. Instead, they're kind of both sitting on these big hills and shooting at each other, while AR12, I think, has another angle. And obviously, bo0mstik has that angle as well. Like, he should probably attack this, but I don't think he has any clue about the expansion of AR12. No, he doesn't. I have to let the shades down one sec. I mean, I don't want to blame him too much. This is an insane game. Woo! And I love the relic collection of gems from AR12, but this one will fail. Did collect 2 relics, so where are the other ones? One is here. AR12 already has a monastery on it. Then they will fight for this pond here. bo0mstik kind of stubbornly attacking the south, where there's still nothing. I mean, it does make sense to attack this area, right? There's 2 golds in it. There's the main gold. There's the secondary gold. And taking this part of the hill. Yeah, castling the hills. Why hasn't bo0mstik castled his hills yet? AR12 is finally casting his part of the hill. And he does have some neutral golds over here, but yeah, I think bo0mstik's... I kind of actually like the way bo0mstik's going, right? He's thinking not that much out of the box, like the crazy expansion by AR12, but he's thinking here's a main gold and another gold of him. If I take that, I win the game. And I think that's the right and the usual thinking, right? Needs to castle this hill, and then probably castle these golds to kill the barracks as well. They are still the barracks that AR12 is producing from. And now bo0mstik has upped his food economy as well. And it looks like he has more navy in that pond there. So we'll get that pond. 44 fishing ships! I think this is the most fishing ships in one lake that already have fish traps as well that I've seen in a lake. They have super inefficient fish traps, like this one, where it has to go a lot in between them. But yeah, I mean, it's food eco. Food eco is food eco. I don't mind fish traps too much. It's pretty safe as well if we get this castle up at some point. While AR12 is beautiful fish traps. This is perfect fish traps. The ships don't have to move. You can instantly bring the fish back. And let's focus on this fight here. That's just an attempt to snipe some scorpions by AR12, I think. At least as such it would make sense. As attacking this castle from this position it wouldn't. And this castle is kind of controlling his main gold. And I like that bo0mstik is taking it. The other important area is over here though. bo0mstik tried to make a castle here. And we have some demos coming out here as well. What a nice game. Also some fishing going on over here. And only scorpions here for AR12. You have a barracks right next to that. Where's your meat shield? And where's your traps? Yeah, getting this castle down would be really good for AR12, right? Then he has the area with his golds back. If he can secure that area, a relic. And still holds the north, right? Mainly he's winning the water fight here. Kills the dogs. With demos or what? Did bo0mstik delete those dogs? I don't know. But AR12 is gonna win the water fight here. That gives him 3 out of 4 lakes. The fourth one being the 44. Oh, it's only 36. He deleted some. But yeah, one singular trap not going to do too much against this castle here. One trap attacks aren't optimal. I also did them a long time. I did them in my set too, but it's always a mistake. You want to attack with at least 3 traps. Indium, you can argue also 4 5. 5 is pretty good. I mean, yeah, there's bombard cannons. But that's also a reason to be rather quick with the castle kills, right? Oh, nice snipe there on the trebuchet. We'll lose the bombard cannon in return though. So not resource efficient. Brix loves the game, I do as well. And I think here I'm talking about arm skills was about the relic collection with AR12 has gotten 3 now, collected this one. They are different monasteries, one here, and one here. So we could see some relics changing hands, and this relic is in the middle of the battlefield. I think bo0mstik had enough time to take it. Did not do that though, tried to take away the gold rather, but fights are going in favor of AR12. AR12 200 population against 130. So I think like eventually AR12 has better chances if he just would mass up some siege to take over this goals, and then it's kind of game over, I think. The other relic is around here, and this castle is still not been finished. Stuck at 58%. Could send these villagers now to finish it. They are villagers. Ah, okay. It doesn't really say on this, I guess. Does it say farmer? No, it also says villager. One trap again. God damn it. Siege workshop, so let's make a lumber camp next to it. And yeah, at some point bo0mstik will find out that AR12 is over, whole eco is over here. He hasn't seen the farms yet, but he sees the wood choppers now. I think that's spec bug, so he doesn't know about the farms, but he knows there's castles there. And yeah, but this is an important area, right? 2 golds and 2 bombard cannons, finally a second trap. What's the resource situation like? bo0mstik is out of food, AR12 is out of gold. Both have enough wood. Actually, AR12 has a lot too much on wood, but 70 farmers, really, really nice. Beautiful fish traps. These are not that beautiful, but still quite beautiful for DM game. And a good farming eco here over here as well. Not that protected. Could be a little more dense around the castles. But bo0mstik isn't the greatest raider in all of DM, I would say. Even though with gods you can raid very efficiently if you have the gold, enough gold for it. And AR12 is taking that hit. And as I pointed out, that is his winning condition. So having that hit, having 70 farms, I think we might see an upset here. And it would be the first upset of the tournament. Like, not the first game, obviously, but if it continues like this and AR12 wins the set, it would be the first upset of the tournament. AR playing very well. Yeah, some mistakes at the start, right? The gather point sending the army there, losing the TC. But, like, bo0mstik also misplayed a little bit, right? He didn't have siege workshops up nearly early enough. Like, he was super late on siege. But yeah, the expansion is really good. The identifying the areas that you can take right now is pretty good. A little more traps from AR12 maybe. But like for someone that doesn't play much DM, it's really, really strong. It was a super crazy game, Hamza. I don't know. Welcome, Hamza, by the way. I don't know if you saw the start of the game. You should definitely watch back the start of this game because it was super crazy. We had 120 army and 2 villagers for bo0mstik against 0 TCs and 60 army but with scorpions and 20 villagers for AR12. That's how this game started, and after that some efficient fights here, some little fighting, better expansion, really amazing food development by AR12, and yeah, now finally taking this hill back, taking his main gold back, and it's looking good, but that's a scary looking army without any trebuchets though, so I think bo0mstik is just throwing that army under castle away here. Would even garrison this, it's not really even worth to lose the champions against it. Like, the scorpions are just gonna die. Yeah, castle is gonna die too, and even Cannongain's attacking from this lake here from the right side. Yeah. These guys don't like bombard cannons? They had bombard cannons. They died. But yeah, at this point with that many scorpions again, I think they're out of gold. bo0mstik has 0 on gold and 2 gold in the bank. And GG! The dock on the 44 fish traps. 35 fish traps. It was 44 fishing trips in this part earlier. I mean, there's enough to defend that, but no. Yeah, that's the GG move. This is clearly the GG move. Blocking that gold and killing all the farm eco here. And that's 35 out of the 48 farm eco for bo0mstik. AR12 with the surprise victory here. Would have thought that AR12 wins game 1. I didn't. Really, really impressive performance by AR12. And yeah, bo0mstik looking a little shaky. Goth War, not really what bo0mstik enjoys the most. And TRM says, I'm telling you, man, RM skills. Well, I'm excited for your RM skills on Sunday against Zayu. You're both my friends and training partners in part, so we'll be excited for that. But yeah, very impressive by AR12. He had a good teacher when he first started learning DM, but then he got taught more by Keller. Probably not optimal, right? But at least he had a good teacher at first. Right. And he's also a good player, yes. In both game modes, apparently. This RM DM conversation never gets old in the DM community. It does, yeah. I just came back today. Welcome back, TRM. Yeah, true. Like are you originally? No, I think you played RM first, then DM, and then RM, right? I don't really know about the order with your TRM. But yeah, first mapping goes for AR12. That means we're gonna see Runestone's Lowland or Four Lakes now. And no code yet. You do? I don't think we had that kind of conversation the last days. And yeah, that's not what TRM said. I think he's just claiming that playing RM helps your speed, which is kind of weird because usually people say it the other way around. Clear Capsules, a gift sub to TRM to convert him to something he isn't, or to something he already is. I don't know, to convert him to an IU subscriber. Thanks a lot, Clear Capsules. The support by you has been super nice the last days. Thanks a lot. Glad you're enjoying Ragnarok and some DM 1v1 content again. We've been, at least I've been dearly missing it, and I hope you guys are excited to see it again too. No code yet, let me check. Oh, AR12 is not in the lobby yet. Yeah, also you can still guess the soundtrack for some muscles. And if you want to check out some matches from Deathmatch World Cup 4, I have a playlist on my YouTube that I just added 2 more videos to from last World Cup. So while you're waiting for the next Ragnarök match, maybe get some Deathmatch World Cup feelings in you. Mega random game would be interesting, yes, but sadly, AR12 won, right? I should also write it on the scoreboard. So we're gonna see one of bo0mstik's home maps. We also saw some mega random yesterday. Cambrad picked it against Cambridge. Who else picked it? I think we saw it twice. Oh lol, that command still says I have a YouTube channel now. Well, I should probably update that command. But let's focus on the set first. So apparently it's 4 legs again, which could happen. The first map can be repeated and it's in bo0mstik's map, but maybe they also haven't changed the map yet. Yeah, that's a luck factor. I know it's runestones. With mega random, which is why I would consider it a good pick if you're the lower seed. Pick a land versus water matchup and just look which map comes. But I think that's a low confidence strategy, right? I don't like low confidence strategies. I will play high confidence strategies against Rage next week, because I intend to win my group. And I've been beating some good players lately. Certainly play better in training. I always play better in training than in tournament games, but that's just how it is. Not too proud of the 2 seed wars against Malda. Thanks, Samsa, but like, I'm talking myself up right now. That means you guys in chat have to talk me down. It doesn't work with everybody saying I'm good. I said the same to Rage yesterday when I was saying I'm gonna beat him, she just said, yes, you're gonna beat me. And I was like, no, that's not the way it works. Okay, it's runestones. I haven't been told the civs yet. Normally I would say maybe something with Mongols. Mongols is like the other civ that bo0mstik likes besides Japanese, and probably doesn't want to play Japanese without towers. So maybe something Mongols, Celts or something? Sounds like a war that bo0mstik would propose to me. And Mongols, Sicilians. Okay, close. And AR12 is picking Sicilians. No, that's wrong. That's A, given bo0mstik is Mongols, that he definitely wanted to have. And B, I think Mongols are better. Like, what do Sicilians do against Megiddo? They're also, but they're worse. Yeah, I think Sicilians is a trick pick. Like Malda proposing Sicilians and Teutons against me. Still think Teutons was the better pick, I just misplayed it. And here we go, Mongols against Sicilians. bo0mstik probably pretty happy with how that picking order went there. At least I would have been in his shoes. You think it's actually a good matchup? I think Mongols just win. But yeah, they're behind at the start. I mean, no treadmill crane against the fast Sicilian start. And they hosted RM. If when you host unranked DM lobbies, and you host the next unranked DM lobby, even though all the settings are the same than before, it will switch back DM to RM. Because people think, apparently Microsoft thinks we should not play DM on unranked. Or something. No bo0mstik easy win. Klicker says the Saiyans are better than Mongols. I would think Mongols are better. Like, yes, you have the... Yeah, you might have... I mean, there would have been a... Runesword's Dawn doesn't have a central hill. I think if it's a map with a central hill, maybe favors Sicilians. It's a hardcore mapping civ, and you have the nice eco, yes. But do Mongols need that much eco in this matchup? You just get a death ball of Onages and Mangudai and mark your way through. And I think that's actually also what AR12 could have played very well. Yeah, later on Sicilians don't have an answer. I don't think you can kill that quickly. I mean, I played Teutons against Sicilians, right? I misplayed the start, I didn't contest the map at all. He got all the map, he had castles on all my goals, and I still pushed him back and it was an even game. And Mongols are arguably even better at that, I think. Here, Mongols gotta play micro until it's gonna be really tricky to take map. Yeah, I mean, that's how the game should progress, but... I see your arguments. I think they're reasonable, but I still think it's better for Mongols. They haven't sent me the new code yet. Okay, but they're in. I wanted to message bo0mstik about the spec delay. Forgot that. Well, we're off. I'll speed up later, I think. Let's slowly go to life. We have Sicilians starting with a castle, obviously, and now we'll try to control map control really quick. Woohoo! bo0mstik! bo0mstik's doing a deadly Yeti! If anybody remembers the game from Yeti against Tempo? Was that Tempo? Yeah, I think so. In last World Cup on Golden Swamp where he made the sneaky reps and like the first villager as well. Look at this, he's setting the first villager to build the side siege workshops. As AR12 is trying to raid with the Sicilians here. Mongols can't make eco? Yeah, they're really late. They have their one push, right? But they have also a side siege rep push, and it's already producing siege reps. God, this is fantastic. And the Rush didn't do anything, actually. One eco loss for both. That's probably to the scout. Not really sure. Step Lancers in the mix. Not sure what I think about that. I like that bo0mstik is going Cavalier, not Camel. Because Camels don't do much against the minus bonus damage for the Sicilians. Let's slow this down. And the forward donjons are getting ramped down already. This doesn't look like the map grabbing was fast enough. And we still have this here brewing, fellas. This series is really, really delivering. And you don't like the castle start? But that's kind of what I have. Right? I'll do castle start. But I wouldn't pick the Sicilians anyways. And Step Lancers? Why Step Lancers? They don't do bonus damage and I guess they stack up well? I would have just done Cavalier. But I guess it's less gold intensive and you don't really care about the food at the start. So maybe that's the reasoning. And yeah, Sicilian Cavalier, okay, they have the extra Pierce armor from Horberg. That's also a point for Sicilians. And now a little bit not too much happening. We're still waiting for this to come out, so I think we can try to go live now. Okay, there's a fight. AR12 using the market. Getting more gold. I think that's smart to sell wood with Sicilians. And has something in the back here. But yeah, he isn't finishing the game fast. And he hasn't really grabbed any map control more than normal. Like, the map control is even right now. Arguably, it's bigger for bo0mstik because of this here. And from here on out, I have no clue what Sicilians do. Like, yes, Horber, Cavalier have good Pierce armor, but Mangudai is still Mangudai. This is bo0mstik's game 100%. I think so too. Maybe he had just liked the nice attack sound of Steppy Boys. That would be your argument. And here we go! The Mongol surprise strikes again. bo0mstik wanting go down into the Yeti legendary book. Ramming everything from the north with a ram surprise coming down on towards the castle. Getting parts of the base down and getting a housing crisis going for AR12, something that doesn't happen that easily to the Mongols. But on the front, actually, the step lancers all got cleared. Maybe they were the wrong idea after all. Does Yeti still play DM? Sadly not. But maybe you should clip the ram attack here and send him a clip. And maybe he would come back then. I think that's what you should do. Remind him that we're still thinking of him. But actually, AR12 is pushing back here. It's not that quick of a game. The ram push also didn't do that much. Wasn't as successful. I mean, eradicated all this part of base. That is nothing. But AR12's eco development with Sicilians will be better. Has 80 villagers on the 12-minute mark. That's also the TC's going up faster. And also for Mongols, no treadmill crane, so the TC's going up really, really slowly. Why was Boom wasting all his food? Because he can't make step lancers anymore, so now he's making Hussar. Keller this week tilted at all the Hussar CCs. I didn't know you could cast today. You can hop in if you want, Keller. You missed an amazing game one. Not sure if you saw it. And now it's kind of evening out again. I still favor the Mongols a lot, but yeah, wasting the food on Hussar is weird. Like, what do they even counter? I guess to snipe the siege on it just or something must be the thought. Raiding isn't too easy. AR12 has castles at most of his eco parts. This one is raidable. Probably should add a castle there later on. Also 2 relics for AR12. So AR12 once again quicker on collecting relics. Wasting whole eco. That push was useless. Wasting whole eco for 2 TC. But it looked cool. Have Siege versus Mangudai. It's the only thing you have, but like Mangudai Siege should win. And it also has good gold retention if you keep the Mangudai alive. And I don't know what the elves are doing really. I mean, yeah, I guess they're defending the Hussars, but oh, depends on micro. Yes, that wasn't perfect micro for sure. Heavily should not get Mangudai kills. So we're still not live? Oh. Full Chevalier is really strong against Mangudai Siege, says Keller. As the top side finally gets cleared. And this castle survives here. Trebuchet going down there. And the fight in the end goes for bo0mstik KD wise. Very even game though. And map control. Now AR12 established himself on the map. Has castled this stone here. The neutral gold in the north also taken by him. Where's the other neutral gold? Is it all the way here in the back? No. How could I not see it? Is this the other neutral? Probably. Oh no, it's here. AR12 is all the gold control then. If the game keeps getting on the middle side, Boomstick when run out of wood. What? I mean, he can't expand, yes? That's why he's running out of wood, but I don't know what that has to do with the middle fights. I mean, you mean, yeah, if he doesn't, like, push out... He needs to push this area for wood and kind of the north for gold. I don't know what he's pushing this area for. He just pushes this area because it's the middle, I think. And that's always something you should question yourself. Why am I pushing this area? Right? Hey, Ryder, what's up? I'm not a beaver, I'm an otter. Beaver is an otter, but with a piece of steak stuck to his butt. That's a proper defense from AR12 or from Boomstick? What was this game on? Goth War. AR12 is pushing. That's the Masked Cavalier. Keller? Huh? Eh? Are you like giving him outside information here or what? He's supposed to have his chat off. AR12 gonna push there? Well, he is. I think that was worth it. Reduce the Mangadai numbers to 18. So all the Mangadais are kind of gone now. There's no gold access for Boomstick. What? Boomstick really going down to 0 here? Sheesh. Well, it's our first seeding mistake then, or the first upset of the tournament. Everybody loves upsets, but admins also don't like seeding mistakes. I don't know. It's just here I like upsets, right? As expected, you think? That Boomstick without towers? But Boomstick got Mongols, and he wanted Mongols versus Sicilians, I'm sure. AR needs to push and kill. If he can't build Cavalier anymore, he'll get clapped. But he's controlling all the golds right now. He needs to secure that gold. So can do that, yeah. And he's doing monks! Sicilian monks! Sicilian monks are not good! I don't know exactly what they get, but they don't get redemption. And they probably also don't get a lot of other stuff. The settings are really bad for... Why does everybody want to pick the Sicilians? They don't have anything. And why is nobody making trebuchets? Why are they just fighting? And why is Boomstick okay with giving all the map away? I don't understand that. Yeah, and like really, really nice control from AR12, right? AR12 is controlling all the important areas of the map once again. He has good eco expansion, 52 farms. And the problem is if the Mangadai stay awake. Yeah, also awake. If they lie sleeping, they're not fighting as well, yeah. If the Mangadai stay awake till late game and don't sleep on the job, then it becomes really hard for Sicilians. Or impossible. I think that's Boomstick's win condition. Still, in my opinion, wants another gold because he's completely out of gold. While AR12 still has a ton to mine. Boomstick really at least needs the 3-tile gold. Finally making trebuchets. Don't send one. Don't send one, please. AR12 has 3. That's good. He's retaining his trap numbers. Ah, you meant tourney settings. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no walls, no towers isn't optimal for him for sure. Yeah. And there. Okay, well there's the walls, but they didn't really. Oh, they actually got finished. One Cavalier just made it in, dies to the castle. But there's a trap. There's a little bit of south action. One tempo trebuchet here by AR12. And boom attacked with the one trap. And he's attacking one trap with another castle. Dude, just attack one castle, please. The Hezzy building wall? Is that Hezzy coined? I think everybody should do it and is gonna do it in the tournament. Here as well. But some raiders made it in there. Sicilian's only getting light cav though. Come on, AR12, Labels Woodlands. The trap was cleared because it was only one trap. If we would send all the traps to the northern castle, same time the castle falls. Southern castle, Yuri gets lucky, it falls to one trap. And yeah, bo0mstik is walling up, I think. He's turtling up. Kind of looks like a Camrat base to me. But has he known for the 4 people raids or something? Oh, no, 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 no. Here lies bo0mstik's winning condition. Rip. Bada bo0mstik, you could say, right? Finally has a castle up on that gold. If he would have just killed that castle, not sent the Mangudai fort and gotten that gold, he would be in totally fine place. So I think it always comes down to not trapping with more than one trebuchet over here. Then those Mangudai wouldn't have run in there probably, then they wouldn't have died, then he wouldn't be... The rest of the Mangudais died too? 0 gold, 0 Mangudai. Yes, Keda, I'm saying the same. Woodline now, but yeah, what does it like? Hamza, he can name this woodline, okay. AR12 is controlling all of these woodlines. bo0mstik is controlling these woodlines over here. I don't know if think that it makes a difference he leaves one of the woodlines. I think the best move for my bo0mstik is now to make a tower just to make a point and call it GG. Okay, the other move is just to call it GG. And yes, here lies bo0mstik's winning chances. Back to the map draft. Alright. bo0mstik isn't completely dead yet, even though I already played the Trauermarsch of Chopin. But it's 2-0 for AR12. Who would have thought that? And we'll code for the next game. So it's AR12's home map now. bo0mstik losing his home map pick on runestones. 11 times 11. Glad you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I can't rewind, but I could do what I did instead. Doesn't look like they're in yet. bo0mstik has hosted again. Oh yeah, I want to ask bo0mstik about the spec delay. He's 2-0 down. No, I don't ask him about the spec delay. Fuck the spec delay. If another admin wants to do it, I'm free, but I don't want to do it. Oh, I think this bo0mstik feels bad enough already. We can deal without spec delay, I guess. You have to see the human side of the games, right? What would make everybody in the tournament happy if somebody wants to donate to the prize pool. That is totally possible with the link under the stream. Also on Polar's channel, all donations go to the Ragnarök prize pool that is currently at $350, sponsored by Black Sky and me. From my Pakafest earnings as well. And yeah, our goal is to get it to 500 for the tournament, so that is greatly appreciated. And just want to mention also that Silver League signups are still open. So if you are under 1600 DM and under 1700 RM, consider trying out playing a deathmatch tournament with some other newer people to deathmatch. The Ragnarök Silver League will start after the group stage of the main event. So yeah, you can try that. Keller gotta leave for 20 minutes now. Let's hope for at least 4 games. So he's not fully rooting for AR12. And yeah, who are you guys rooting for? I'm rooting for bo0mstik now as well for a longer set, obviously. But you guys in chat, what are you rooting for? Are you wanting a bo0mstik comeback? Do you want AR12 to make the crazy 3-0 upset? Or... yeah, who are you supporting? Let's go boom, says Capsules. And Brix is rooting for AR12 because he's cute. Oh, bo0mstik. Ah! AR12 is picking Golden Swap. What does bo0mstik think about Golden Swamp? I'm actually not too sure because he likes maps with gold in the middle. But I don't think he likes water. And I'm super interested what the Civ selection will be here. Be easy, also supporting bo0mstik. So we have 2-1 for bo0mstik in the chat right now. And do we see the Civs yet? No. I haven't started yet. I go refill my water real quick. Oh, that was bad timing. Thank you so much, Clear Capsules, for another gift sub. Yeah, they still haven't started. Saracens against Vikings. That's a classic from last World Cup. Was picked there by... Was it picked by Quendies or by RMS? Thanks a lot, Clear Capsules, for the gift sub to bo0mstik. To make him feel a little bit better. We did lose some viewers through the break though. It's probably Keller and his 5 accounts. Okay, I think we're gone through. And Golden Swamp Saracens against Vikings. What would you have picked in chat, everybody? I think it's pretty even. And I think I would have picked Saracens. Welcome to game 3. Let me turn off the music. Slow it down a little bit, as we do have no villager kills on either side so far. AR12 Scout still alive though. No idea, but I like longboats. Isn't Vikings bad on DM? It is on Swamp. Hey, Raptor and Melon LS Sturgeon. I probably butchered that, and excuse me for that. Thanks for the 5 people raid. That's an amazing emote, but I don't know what it is. All hail Paulette. Oh, you're Ty Melo. You're Melo? Are you Ty Melo? Yeah, Paulette is fantastic. He's not playing right now though, but we are in DM tournament in Ragnarök, 1v1 deathmatch tournament. AR12 against bo0mstik. Game 3 has just started, and we are witnessing what could be the first upset of the tournament so far. AR12 leading 2-0, and he was the underdog going into the series. No towers, no gates, heavily nerfing bo0mstik, who likes towers. And no walls as well. And yeah, we have Vikings against Saracens on Golden Swamp as game 3. So 2 civs were proposed by AR12. bo0mstik decided he wanted to play the Saracens. I tend to would have done the same. Cav archers though, I don't know. I think you need your wood and gold for ships here. For galleons. And AR12 is building galleons? What? Why not longboats? Do we have a little hotkey trouble here? Maybe because of the SO? He's 48 galleons in the queue. And Brick said he likes that more for... because of longboats, but AR12 isn't making longboats. What? Why is he not making longboats? Because of the only thing is that stacking up is bad against SO. Did I imagine both civs getting siege ram as well? That could play a role though too. The SO are on the land here. It's nice positioning for bo0mstik. And so far bo0mstik has middle control, has 2 castles up, has a good number of SO, has docks up, but not doing any ships. I think he needs some ships. He's completely out of gold with the Cav archers and the SO though. And that's the reason I am not a fan of the Cav archers. Has he taken market? He's Saracens. Yeah, looks like he has a market up. Did he use it? No, it didn't use it so far. Thanks a lot for the raid once again, and welcome. I explained what's going on, I think, so far. And where are the longboats? Can someone explain to me why AR12 is not making longboats? Is there any other reason for it besides the stacking up? But like, this number of ships doesn't stack up. Siege ram now out. I think that's good. And the siege rams are all getting sniped by the champions. Land expansion looking a little bit better for AR12. Coming towards this side closer to bo0mstik's base. bo0mstik has more villagers though. And has the middle control for now. Cannon gains are out though. Elite cannon gains, that is. Both ships getting elite cannon gain here. Both are really strong water civs. Saracens are also really strong water civ. Nice better boom there. On the Cav archers. And no ships. Like, no longboats, but no ships. And against those ships, maybe galleons are better. But longboats would wreck the Cav archers as well, right? And kill the SO if you micro properly. And I is good with micro, so... Oh, finally found the longboat hotkey. I have to ask him if that's intentional or not after the set. But I also don't understand bo0mstik making docks but no units out of it. Because like Cav archers lose to ships. I don't see the point here. Thanks a lot again, Clear Castles, for all the support today. But yeah, no ships Golden Swamp. Once again, Malda also played no ships Golden Swamp against me. What's up with the former TF members? That doesn't work. I really loved game 1 and 2. They were super exciting. But Yeah, the siege shortages are a strength of Saracens here, but behind a line of galleons. Not alone against cannon galleons and longboats, and not even alone with galleons. They need a meat shield, and I think the meat shield is meant to be ships. And now they will all go down to the castle as well. And now it's full control, and now here comes the land push from the Vikings as well. Arguably not the strongest civ on land. I mean, bo0mstik could have also played like full land, I think, with their SO trap Cavacher push, but the Cavachers just died in the middle. Like, the Cavachers laid on the sides, I think, is a good idea. But you could also use Mameluke. But in the middle, Cavacher SO shouldn't work, and it isn't working. And there's also Rams now coming for AR12 with full side control. Really nice score. Left side, not too much happening, but there's also not too much there. And bo0mstik's trying to trap down the castles now. Has 3 traps. So not doing the one trap thing this time, but it will soon be only one trap because cannon galleons can also snipe the trebuchets. And I feel like so early shouldn't Vikings get control. Now the docks are cleared, but they didn't produce a single ship anyways. So yeah, AR12 in full map control once again, and bo0mstik says, well played, good luck next. And that's it. We have the first upset at the tournament, and what an upset. A 3-0 upset for AR12, playing everything right here on Golden Swamp. bo0mstik having a fast jump to the middle. Don't understand the no ship choice at all. I think that lost him the game. He had a good position here at the start, but some DMers just refusing to make trebuchets. And Clear Capsules also gifting a sub to AR12. Thank you so much for 3 gift subs today, and 1 for each win of AR12, we could say, and 1 for each surprise as well. Fantastic upset here. Well played to AR12.